Hi, everybody. I'm here with Patricia, Olivia. You go by Patricia, right?
Yes,
I mean,
please. Thank you.
okay. Okay. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. So, Patricia writes the Spice Isle Bakery. And you may not know this, Patricia, but the first book, now I've read the second one and I loved it, but the first book was one of my favorites of the year. It was I have a short video that I named the first one my favorite of the year. It was so fantastic. So I'm just going to turn it over to you, and I would love for you to introduce your series, your characters, as well as some of the other series that you have that people might not know about that you write under Patricia Sargeant, or our cozy mystery fans might not know about as well.
Okay, well, thank you so very. I'm feeling all in my feels right now after what you said. So I'm gonna need a moment. But thank you so very much for your kind words. You know, when you're writing and you're in this room with no other human interaction, you don't know if what you are putting out into the world is making the connection that you're hoping that it would make. So your words really do mean a lot to me, Tiffany. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
Thank you.
thank you for inviting me to talk about my other series.
Yeah.
If I could just touch on my three
Yeah.
cozy
No,
series, which I write is Olivia Matthews. So the first series that I have is my Sister Lou series, and I describe this as Father Brown meets Murder, She Wrote.
oh my
And
gosh, I love Father Brown.
so do I. Have you seen Sister Boniface?
No,
Oh, honey, please try Sister
I
Boniface. Oh
will.
my,
I love it.
yeah, Father Brown, I absolutely adore Father Brown. And I love the way that they've evolved that series. Have you seen it since uh the two original women left and the two new women came on?
I haven't.
Okay, PBS. Um, I think it's on at 8 o'clock Saturday nights. I really enjoy the new format, and I was really impressed that they were able to just flow into this new cast. And one of my favorite episodes, there's a love interest now on the Father Brown series.
Oh, really?
They brought back one of the original detectives. Of course, all of the character names I'm blanking on right now, but they brought him back. I think he was the second one they had in the series.
Okay.
And the new woman, who is a widow, has apparently always had a crush on him. And so there's something going on
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love anything like that where there's a religious figure. So I'm really excited about that series. I loved Father Dowling. I through the years I've always loved all those series. That's so
there.
amazing.
Oh, really? Check out Sister Boniface.
Yeah.
She is hysterical. Okay, so this the sisterly
Yes.
series, the Amateur Sleuth is a Catholic sister, not a nun because nuns are cloistered.
Mhm.
And the first book is Mayhem and Mass, which takes place during the feast day of Saint Hermione of Ephesus. And then the second one is Alibis and Angels, which takes place during the um don't tell me. No, the second one is Peril and Prayer. I'm so sorry.
It's
That
okay.
takes
I no, I totally feel you. It's a lot to remember. You have a lot of books.
Thank you for giving me that
Yeah.
that lifeline. The second one is Peril and Prayer, which takes place during the Advent season. And the third one is Alibis and Angels, which takes place during the Lenten season.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And the Amateur Sleuth is not based on a real sister. She's inspired by a real sister in the Congregation of the Dominican Sisters of Peace here in Columbus,
Oh,
Ohio.
nice.
And then my second series is the Peach Coast Library Mysteries. And the first one is Murder by Page One. This one, I love doing fish out of water stories because I think it lends itself to your getting a little deeper into the culture since your main
Yeah.
character is learning along with you.
Yeah, I love that.
So we have a fish out of character, a fish out of water librarian. she's a native New Yorker who moves to a very small southern town.
That's a fish out of water. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
So I've got all the southernisms in there. And at first she's writing them down because she doesn't understand them, but that's all these people say, so she needs to learn the lingo. And then my newest one is the Spice Isle Bakery Mysteries, which starts with Against the Current. And this is a West Indian American family. They've emigrated from Grenada to Brooklyn, New York, and they live in the Little Caribbean neighborhood. And they open the family, the Murray family, opens a bakery in Little Caribbean. And the main character, our amateur sleuth, is Lindsay Murray, the youngest child. She has an older brother, Devin. And so the family who owns and operates the bakery, we have the grandmother, the mother and father, the oldest brother, and Lindsay. And Lindsay has a character arc that I really enjoy exploring because when we first meet her, she has no self-confidence. We're not talking low self-confidence. We're talking no self-confidence. But as she goes through opening the bakery and she's suspected of murder, so she investigates the crime herself to clear her name. You see her building her confidence. She's also a kickboxer, which I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, it is so good. And the grandmother, y'all, is one of my favorites. We've a lot of people have said that have read it. The grandmother is so well written. She is like this feisty fashionista. She's amazing. She's amazing. I love her. I love her. I know there's some people that want to say hello to you.
Oh, hi, Beach. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Ro Reeds. Love your icon.
I know, it's so cute, isn't it?
Hannah.
Hey, Hannah. Sonia says, hello, chat friends. Hi, Bestie. Hi, Patricia. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Wednesday. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Sonia. Yes, I hope you are too. Cool gamer. Love the handle.
Ooh, Hannah says, I loved Against the Current. I agree, Tiffany, my favorite of the year.
Oh, get out of town, you guys. You're going to make me cry on camera. Thank you so much.
A series. I know. That's what yes, Cage. I'm going to have to check it out. I know. I'm really excited.
So much. Thank
Hey,
you.
Bev
Hi,
says hello. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Lizzie.
Good to see ya. So, and then you also have, you write a lot of romantic suspense or I don't know if it's romance suspense, but romance, and you write for the Harlequin line too, don't you?
Yes, I do. What? Wow. You did your research.
I try to. I try.
Well, thank you so much. I started in romantic suspense. When I first entered this publishing journey and I became serious about becoming a published author, my dream was to write romantic suspense, which my husband refers to as murder, death, kill.
Oh, and nice. That's amazing. Yeah.
And I also wanted to write sci-fi fantasy.
Oh.
But then when I was published in romantic suspense, I had 2 books out. One in 2006, that was You Belong to Me, with a crazed killer and a science fiction. The heroine was a science fiction author, and the hero is her ex-husband who wants to make a movie out of her book. But he really just wants to get back together with her. But then this killer is one of her fans, and he doesn't want the books made into movies. And when she won't listen to him, like he sends her these anonymous notes, when she doesn't listen to him, he starts catching people. I know I shouldn't laugh because it's not funny, but that's crazy. then in 2007, On Fire came out, and the heroine is a newspaper reporter, and the hero is an arson investigator. And there's a
Oh.
string of arsons that leads to a series of murders. I really enjoyed writing that one. But then the bucket allegedly fell out of the science fiction, I mean, of the romantic suspense. So my publisher at the time switched me over to contemporary romances. And I said to my husband, I don't know if I can plot a story without a dead body. But that wasn't in my plan.
Oh, it's
So I
funny.
moved over to contemporary romance. And, there is a difference. I don't think people believe this, but there's a difference between contemporary romance, small town romances, and sports romances.
Mm.
And those were the three subgenres that I was writing in before I reclaimed my romantic suspense roots. And the my next one is Down to the Wire. It comes out from Harlequin in October. The release date is like September 26th, but they're calling it an October release date, which is very confusing to me. And I'm too tired to try to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Close enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Work with me.
So you said you published your first book in 2006. Did you always want to be a writer?
Since I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
Yes, I read Black Hearts in Battersea by Joan, is it Aiken? Do you remember that series?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It was my sister, who's 2 years older than me, is the original bookworm.
Nice.
When I was younger, we would go to the library every Saturday, take out a bunch of books, and then the next Saturday we'd bring them back. Now, my sister read her books.
Yeah.
But I would put my books neatly on the nightstand and go play with my brother. Because you see, to me, going to the library was spending time with my sister, playing with my brother was spending time with him.
Yeah.
I didn't see a problem with that. So one day she recommended to me Black Hearts in Battersea. I took it home, tucked it on the nightstand, went to play with my brother. The next Saturday, I went to take it back to the library, and she looked at me and she said, Did you read that book? Well, I couldn't lie. So I just didn't say anything. But she looked so disappointed, Tiffany.
Oh.
So I renewed it, read it, and when I was done, I hugged it to my chest and I thought, one day I want to write a book that makes people feel exactly how this book made me feel.
Wow. Talk about a compliment.
That was just,
Wow.
it was an amazing, it had everything. Yeah.
Wow. So when you write, do you plot out your stories? Are you a pantser? Do you just go by the
Well, actually, I like to think of myself as a saggy pantser.
Yes?
I am going to help you spread that word through the
Yes!
internet.
You heard it here first. Somebody used it. I always say, I'm going to coin that term. I love it. You did your research. It's back at you. Oh my God.
I thought that was so brilliant.
I love it.
Because it's not quite a plotter, it's not quite a pantser. It's like a saggy pantser.
I know. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I do outline, like the outline for the book that I'm working on now is about 32 pages. But as you've noted yourself, sometimes the story, the characters, once they start to fill out and become three-dimensional, they take over.
Yeah.
Like in this book, Sister Lou is investigating the murder with a newspaper reporter. And apropos to nothing, in the middle of the story, this isn't giving anything away, promise. The newspaper reporter quits her job. And I'm like, really?
What am I going to do now?
I've got like 50,000 other words to write, and you just want to quit your job.
That should be a slogan. I hate when my fictional character just quits. Like, oh my gosh, that's too funny. I love it. I feel like as a reader, you can tell, and I mean, I feel like people who plot are amazing writers too, don't get me wrong, but it just feels very natural, and like the flow feels like the characters were just kind of guiding the story. So that's my favorite kind of books to read. I always know when people are going to say the saggy pantser, because it just feels like so natural and you know, smooth is the word I'm looking for. Hi, Lou.
Hey, Lou.
Jennifer says hello. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
September, October, there's no difference, right? It's just a few days. Pish posh. Tomato. It's like elemental P of the library or the alphabet, you know? Elemental P all together. You just kind of smush. Just smush. Oh, that is so sweet how you discovered you want to be a writer. I know that is the biggest compliment. That's amazing.
Thank you so much, Cajun Peach and Tiffany. Thank you. Hey, Donna. Thank you for joining us.
Lou said, wait, there's a religious sister named Lou. I'm in. I know. Yes.
Well, Lou, she actually spells her name wrong. She spells her name Lou. It should be Lu, but I'm sorry.
Tomato. September, October, Lou. Go, you know. Where it's all the same.
Pish posh.
Pish posh. So, and for your saggy pantser, do you write every day? Do you have numbers that you hit, and then what is your schedule like?
Oh, these are great questions. I have to write every day because, oh my goodness gracious, Tiffany. In 2016, the university that swore it paid me, for which I did some heavy volunteer work, judging by the paycheck, I was laid off.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, exactly. And at my age. Okay, exactly. Thank you. So it was a bit of a panic situation.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, and I realized that it was probably going to take me quite a while to get another job. So I needed to get better contracts. You know, working 60 plus hours a week and then writing at night, things weren't actually in focus with my writing career, and being kicked to the curb like 7-week-old fish made me stop and really look at the situation that I was in. And I realized, 10 years working with this publishing company and my agent at the time, I was getting paid the same. So I needed to beef things up at least until I could get another job. Oh, sorry, my nose runs.
No, mine is too. I think it's his this season. September, October, November. That's the answer for everything tonight.
Exactly, default. So I got very regimented with my writing, which is good because now 7 years later, I still haven't found anything. So the writing's got to work.
And it is. It's working for you. And keep putting out the Spice Aisle Bakery. Okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. First, let me ask you, do you read a lot of cozies yourself?
Oh, I read a lot of everything because you put everything into a particular genre. Like in romance, you could have your mysteries, you could have your sci-fi, you could have your paranormals. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you are you good at figuring the killer out? Do you think you would make a good sleuth, you yourself?
I think that I would because I'm hecka nosy. Like, oh my gosh. The first thing that I do when I get out of bed, well, it's not the first thing I do because sometimes it's still dark when I get out of bed. But when as the sun is rising, I look through my blinds to see what my neighbors are doing.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking of the lady from what is it, Bewitched? Well, I can't think of her name, but that's what when you were describing that's what I thought. That's funny. I
My
like
husband tries to do that too. He tries, but he opens the blinds too wide. You can't open them that wide because then people will see you.
You have to be inconspicuous. Yeah. You need it. Yeah, of course. You gotta have a finesse to the snooping. I thought I'd be a good sleuth, but I'm really I'm a scaredy cat. Like I'm like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. I'm gonna be underneath the table, and y'all, there's professionals, but I hope y'all figure it out. Stay safe. I'll be over here. But
you need an amateur sleuth team. You need to be the information collector and have other people do the legwork.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the only way that it can work, But even then, like but I never figure out the killer. Like, even when there's like a shining like light, I sometimes miss that. I'm like, oh, was that a beacon light, or was that, a hair? I don't know. But if I suspect everybody, that's my thing. Everybody. Until you have an alibi, grandma's on the list too. Because then I can say, hey, I suspected them at one time, no matter what. See? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like to cover all the bases.
Cover all the bases. So.
Because you can hold somebody without charging them for 24 hours.
What's that?
You can hold somebody without charging them for 24 hours.
Yeah. See, they got to prove that they're worthy to be off the list, and then I'll let it be. Yeah. Yeah. So do you have a lot of recipes in the Spice Isle Bakery? Do you make these items? Because I love that region of cooking, but I don't know that I've had very many dessert dishes. I feel like most of what I've had have been like savory items. My husband and I love that region of cooking, but when you guys were just when she described some of the bakery items and the spices, I'm like, this sounds incredible. Do you make these? And who gets to taste test them for the recipes? How does this all work? Are you taking applications, or is that something you have covered? Your husband do it? You need a break? These sound so good. Do you cook these things?
My mother was the baker. And I recently realized why I am not a good baker. I like to go with my feelings. But someone recently said that baking is more precise than cooking. I think I saw that in a Hallmark movie. And it was like an aha moment because, oh my gosh, heavens to Betsy, Tiffany. I bake these things and they don't look like the picture. And then I'm like, well, how come my peach cobbler, because, I do bake them before I put them in the book, because the last one is for someone to call me and say, excuse me, but it's like a brick. What kind of recipe is this? But I made a peach cobbler, and I'm looking at the picture, and I'm looking at my pan, and my pan is brown, and the picture is not. And I realized, something? I did use wheat flour. Explain it.
You know what? We are so much alike, because I made my husband wanted shepherd's pie just the other day, and I made it for him. And he said, why does this taste like Italian? And I said, oh, well, because there was basil and parsley in it. So I just threw in Italian seasoning. And he said, so you made Italian shepherd's pie? That's ridiculous. Well, then I saw we were looking through, he was like, I'm going to find you a real recipe. Well, then I saw shepherd's pie Florentine, and I was like, see, that's what I made you. And he's like, you just go, that's exactly what he said. He's like, you just cook my feeling. You just throw it in because you're like, it's close enough. September, October. He's like, parsley, Italian seasoning, sure. That's like you're baking. See? I mean, I think that like,
but you know, when you're cooking, it's not as unforgiving.
it's really nice.
Tragic. It's tragic. Oh, and we will not even talk about my Christmas cookies that look more like a Christmas pie. How that happened.
Oh my God, I love it. Did your husband try the recipes after you're done?
Oh, I don't cook with him I don't bake with him in the house.
No.
I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, smart.
I can't see that.
Yeah. I mean, no, that's smart because otherwise it's just constant. Like I said, no matter what now, whatever I make, he'll be like, can we not have another, shepherd's pie Italian? I'm just saying I was ahead of the curve. I made shepherd's pie Florentine before I even knew it was a thing. So you should be thanking me for my innovation.
Exactly. You are cutting edge.
I mean, seriously, ahead of the game.
You need to get your flowers.
Lou said that's okay about the spelling. Yeah, that's what Audrey Oliver from the Perot series calls Nosey Parker. The look at the gotcha. I'm heckin' nosy too, but I would choose the killer to be my romantic interest. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Writing that one down.
I'm getting total Mrs. Kravitz, but see, in a good way. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Hilarious.
When I was little, our neighbor would stand in her doorway and her slip and watch everything happening on the street. That's what I always think of when people, mainly me, are being nosy. LOL. Yeah, that's funny.
You need to know. Oh,
Amy.
I too, Amy.
Amy has a YouTube channel and she makes a ton of cozy mystery content. It's fabulous. And I know that she really liked the book too. And yes, Amy, I mean, like it really had you like almost salivate. It was so oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to find one because like I said, I think I've had mostly savory dishes and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have a baked item, especially because I love currants. I love and all the spices that go into it. I'm just, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, currant rolls. I just came back from visiting. Sonia, that is hilarious. I'd either eat this or coffee. Me too.
There you go. Yeah. I'm the coffee shop side of the team. Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
I just came back from visiting my family in Brooklyn, and my brother, my youngest brother, bought me a bunch of currant rolls to bring back to Columbus with me. Well, I never told my family that my husband doesn't like stuff in his pastries.
Oh.
He doesn't like raisins, chips, nuts, just pastry. Like he would be fine with a coconut roll, but not the currant roll. So I eat the currant roll myself. More for me.
More for you. That's right.
Yeah. So he calls me, my youngest brother calls me at the end of the week and he says, oh, so do you have any of the currant rolls left? No. What are you thinking?
It's been 7 days.
Seriously, Tiffany. I mean, do you not know me?
I ate 3 the first day and then the one the rest of the week. No, I'm just kidding.
I chewed. That's all I can promise.
Oh my gosh. Amy said, I heard of that about baking too. I struggle in the opposite way though. I started with baking and now I have to remind myself to let go and feel my way through cooking. Oh, that's interesting.
That is very interesting. Thank you for
sharing, Amy. A few lessons with some shepherd's pie, you'll be good to go. Because it's not just shepherd's pie. Let's just face it. I'm just kind of like that. I'm like, this is just as, this is close enough.
It's green, right?
I'm like, dry mustard, ground mustard, Dijon, all this.
It's mustard, right?
It'll work. Somebody said, yes, baking is exact. Cooking, you can call on the spirits of your ancestors and trust them to flavor the pot. Yeah.
Very well put, Sonia. Very well
put. Funny. Y'all Julie Childs are like, oh my God. Parsley and Italian seasoning is all green and herby, right? I mean, do I need to have a talk with him about how he needs to be appreciating you? No. He just likes giving me a hard time, but I'm just saying, I'm ahead of the curve. My baking never looks good, but it tastes good. That's okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Bragging roll.
Oh my gosh. Baked goods don't make it. Yeah. Who would keep the fresh baked goods 7 days? Like, that's kind of like sacrilegious. Enjoy it when it's fresh. I made black walnut banana bread. Oh my gosh.
That sounds so good.
Squirrels made broken. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So I feel like I'm just whoa. The recipe got us off on it. Oh my goodness. When you would okay. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
I know that you would make a good sleuth, but if something nefarious happened to you, who would you want to solve your crime? From TV, from book, from any, who would you want to be like, oh, I want that person on the case because they're gonna make it happen?
From TV, I would want Idris Elba's Luther to solve my murder because he has no boundaries.
And he's beautiful.
Yes. And that had nothing to do with it.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Got it.
I was just looking at his detecting skills.
Yeah. Spot on. That's brilliant.
Luther is intense. He will find out who killed me.
Yeah. I know. I think that's a great one. And, if he's pretty to look at, then all the better.
Yeah, I mean, until he finishes the case, at least I have, scenery.
There you go. Baking is a science of cooking. See, cooking's winging it. I'm ready for the shepherd's pie lessons. I start with a recipe for savory dishes and make it once following the recipe. Then experiment the second time. That's my compromise with my type A brain. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I'll have a recipe to begin with. No. With an eye that sounds, Sonia, that sounds so delicious. They must have. Yeah, the banana bread. Yes, girl, Luther is the man. Yeah. I think people are, people are digging Luther. Yes. 100%. I think that Luther, I just wouldn't want him to solve my crime just so I can stay with him. I'm like, no. They confess they're lying. Don't listen to them. Let's go look over here, Luther. I mean, because why would you want to give that up? I mean, just saying. I mean, come on. I'm going to guess she won't want me or Tiff because we were at the coffee shop and I'm in love with the killer. Yeah. I'm talking to Sonia about toxic, falling in love with the killer. And then if something's going down, I'm heading to the bathroom, Sonia, and you're on your own. I'm just letting you know. I probably went out the bathroom window, curled in a ball. You guys will, I have every faith that you're going to make it through this hard time. Anne Marie says, thumbs up to Luther. Yes, Anne Marie.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yes. Thumbs up to Luther. My spirit doesn't have to pass on. I can be your ghost psychic. There you go. We got a new show right there.
That is awesome. Hey, quick segue. Has everybody marked their calendar for Murder in G Minor on the Hallmark Movies and Mystery Channel this Friday, September 22nd, 2023 at 9:00 on the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries Channel. Oh,
that I just interviewed her, Alexia Gordon. That is her series. I just interviewed her a couple weeks ago, y'all. So when she was talking about her series, that's what that's the series that it's based on, and I am so excited.
I can't breathe. It's like my chest is just hurting with excitement.
And I don't know which twin it is, but I love the sister girls.
Tamara, yes.
And so I was really excited. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Me too.
I don't know how they're going to do the ghost. I'm there for it. I am there for it. It's set in Ireland, y'all. So if you guys I know a lot of people like the international books. It's going to be fantastic.
Well, I think so too. Have you seen the trailers?
I have. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't breathe.
Yeah. Well, since you brought up Hallmark, I always ask this. You may know this. Because I just, I want you, Olivia, to be prepared, or Patricia, to be prepared, if somebody reaches out to you. So if Hallmark reaches out and says, we want to make Spice Isle, the bookstore, Cozy, whichever one, into a movie. And I'm sure at that point when they call, they're also going to ask who you want to play the part. I just know it. They're going to. Who would you want to play some of your main characters? Who do you have in mind for any of them? And I'm just saying, Mr. Luther probably has to fit in there somewhere as a different part. I mean, I know he can.
See, now, Luther could be Marve's dad. And yes, just cameo appearances once, twice, 5 times per episode.
Absolutely.
I think that for Marve, I would see this gets a little hard for me because I know some of the older actors, but I'm not, like, for example, when I was coming up with a character, I was thinking of Nicole Beharie, but I'm pretty sure she might be a little too advanced to play Marve. So I think one of the younger actors, perhaps Lovie Smith, who was I think she was in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yes.
Yeah. And then for Spence, perhaps Keith Powers, maybe.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I think he was in Straight Outta Compton, I think.
Okay. I'll have to look up which character, but yeah.
Yeah.
It is hard because I'm the same way. Like when I go into grocery stores and I'm, waiting in line, I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are on the covers of these magazines. I really don't. I'm like, oh, wait, there's John Bon Jovi. Oh, he's 75. Oh, no, he's not. Sorry, John Bon Jovi. I know you're not 75. I'm just making, but other than that, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know who any of these people are.
See, I'm laughing because I'm the same way. I'm like, oh yay, the Rolling Stones have come out with a new album.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah, but I want authors to start, like, I think it'd be really cool if authors made a Pinterest board of their like books and then like could share it on like their social media after the books, that like a little time after the books have come out, to see if people's like what they were thinking was along the same lines. That would be really cool.
Oh my goodness, I never thought to do that. I should do that though, because it helps me to get the actors images, and then to go and find like their bedroom looks like this and their house looks like that. I should do that. Thank you for the suggestion, Tiffany.
That would be really cool, because then it would, I mean, I like to picture myself. So, but I also like to see what somebody else was like had in their mind. I just think that would be a really neat idea.
You know who does that? Esme Addison does that. She writes the Enchanted Bay Cozy Mystery Series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she does that.
Oh
All
yeah.
her characters, the locations. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I never thought to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's a good, that's awesome. I'll have to look. I read the first one in the Enchanted Bay series.
Oh, so delicious. The third one is getting ready to come out, but I can't remember what the date is.
Yeah. That's the one that has the water lord with the, yes. Okay. I read somebody that sometimes I'm like, wait, is that the right? Yes.
I do the same thing. I do this. What do you mean there's no magic in that one? I could more of it. And there's a priest.
Yeah, exactly. If something goes down, I'm gonna be with you, girl. Scoot over. Okay. Then we got this. You and I, we got this.
Yeah, we're right here.
Preferably he'll try just has his shirt off the Hallmark.
You're right, Lou. You're right.
I'm sure that there's a perfectly good reason that he can have his shirt off. I totally agree.
Yeah, he's changing his clothes.
I think this has to be in his contract. Your character, really, it was written that way in the book. You just never wear a shirt. I mean, I promise you. No, don't look at the cut. Don't look at the book. Just trust us.
You don't have time to look at the book.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be, I think that would be really fun.
Yeah,
I love the Enchanted Bay series. Yeah. I was obsessed with the Enchanted Bay series. Well, there's a new one coming out. I knew, Ro, that you really liked it. There's I've been waiting and haven't seen anything about a third book. Well, there you go.
Esme mentioned a third book. I'm pretty sure it was on her Twitter feed. And I think that she gave a date for it because it was a Publishers Week. She reposted the Publishers Weekly announcement. So sorry, I don't have a date, but it's coming.
Well, somebody, we can look it up from there. That's perfect. Hey, Regina.
Hi, Regina. Good to see you.
Absolutely. They should, yeah, it should be a clause, right? I mean, like, you're like, I don't know why the other men don't have it in their clause, Mr. I don't know, but let's just go with how it is. We can't do it.
Yeah,
gotta be.
It's not in their clause because they're not you.
That's a good enough reason. That's a good enough reason. He's allergic to shirts. Good news about that series. Yeah, absolutely. So excited to know there's a book 3. I'm caught up on that series and it's so whimsical. Yeah.
So wonderful.
Do you know whether there's going to be a third Spice Isle?
Oh yes, December 26th, 2023.
Oh, the coconut.
Yeah, coconut drop dead. Hold on, I got the cover. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's orange and purple. I didn't know this.
Yeah, because the blue. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Okay. So the blue is now purple. Oh, okay. So this is not going to work. Never mind.
I know it. I coconut drop dead. Yes.
Yeah. Because,
I was going to say, I did know that because I did a release for it and I'm like severely allergic to coconut. And like, so I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's how I remembered it.
Yeah. Because in the first book, they apply to be vendors at the festival. And then in the second book, their application is kind of dicey.
Yes.
But then in the third book, boom, they're at the festival.
Okay. And you said December what?
26th. The day
after Christmas. Perfect.
Yeah.
I like that because then with all my Christmas gift cards, I can, yeah, that's brilliant. That's publishers thinking.
You
So
know, I'm feeling very special that you would use one of your gift cards on my book. That is just a compliment. Thank you.
I really, really, really love this series. I absolutely love it. And now I'm gonna
You.
have to, I really will check out Sister Lou in the bookstore. I love bookstore cozies, so I'm very excited about that too.
Well, actually, this is a library.
Oh, books. We'll say books. I love books cozies. And then, it's like September, October, bookstore, library, I'm going to go in and spend hours there either way, whether it's the bookstore or the library. So, but I love the idea of taking somebody from a big city and transplanting them to a small southern town. I love that. I love that.
She's just so out of her element with the way that they move more slowly and
Oh, yeah.
they get into the conversation. The conversation is an art. It's not just, in and out.
Well, and just, all of their terms, their slang is just, so funny because if you don't know it, you have no idea what they're saying some of the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I love
loved
it.
researching that.
That is awesome. And so how many are out in the Sister Lou series?
There are three.
3. Okay.
Yes.
And is that series completed or will there be more?
That series, it's completed for the time being.
That's
See,
perfect.
the publisher wanted to take me back to a fourth contract, but that was after the university had thrown me out like day old fish, and they wouldn't come up in their numbers. So I had to walk away. And the interesting thing is both my editor and my agent at the time were saying that I wouldn't be able to get more than that. So I got a new agent who got me a new publisher and they doubled the money. So it's like, yeah, there was a reason I had to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you ever consider self-publishing?
Oh yes, I've self-published several books, and as a matter of fact, there is traditional mystery series that I've been working on for several years, 20 years,
Oh my
and
gosh.
see, I can explain.
Oh, yep.
Every time I go to try to pitch it, I get contracted to write something else.
Oh, so when
I
you
keep
say
getting
working on
rid of
it,
stuff.
I thought you meant like it's been in you're just oh, okay. So working on it. I love that. You're perfecting it so that, the recipe is just right. Like
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
So, that series, if no one picks it up, it means so much to me. I'm going to self-publish it. But
Yeah.
I've also self-published um several romances, and so I'm comfortable with that platform. That's what
Would
I
you
mean
do
to say.
that for the Sister Lou series?
I would do it for the fourth Sister Lou once I get a moment, and for the
Yeah.
third Peach Coast Library, which I had started that one too before Hallmark closed. So I have 3 chapters of the third Peach Coast Library. I just have to wrap it up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Um, so tell us real quick about your traditional cozy. What or not traditional cozy, traditional mystery.
Ooh, okay. Here's the situation.
Okay.
The traditional mystery I am describing as the X-Files meets Death in Paradise. Are you familiar with those shows?
I
So,
yes. I mean, I've never watched X-Files. I know what it is, but I love Death in Paradise.
oh, me too, me too. So what happens is the setting is a fictitious Caribbean island, and the hero is a detective chief inspector, and the heroine is a newspaper reporter. Each plot takes a myth or folklore from West Indian culture as the premise
Oh, I love
of
it.
the murder. So the question is this a murder or is this paranormal? And they go through and investigate it.
I love this.
And I'm so excited about it. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
That is, I love the location. I mean, everything that, and I like when books have a lot of whatever culture it is in it, no matter what it is. I just like it because, we're all in our own little area and our own, you know, it's just fun to see how other people go about their day to day and the things that they do differently with the same common goal of just getting through, life and, all of those things.
Exactly. I love knowing more about a subject after reading a book than when I had read the book. And that's one of the reasons that I like putting Granny's story time in each of the Spice Out Bakery
I love
books.
it.
It's just that way the culture is more than the food or the music. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that is amazing. I think that is amazing. I want to get caught up. I plan to be Current's grandma. Right? Lindsay's grandma. I mean, she's goals.
I
And
want to
you're
be
already got
grandma
the
now.
fashionista down, Regina. You're already the fashionista.
I know, look at that picture. I love it.
Oh, she has the most amazing. I love it, Regina. I want to, yeah, 100%, Regina. Yeah, a 3-book series. I'm gonna have to binge. I love it. Yes,
Oh,
is
thank you so much.
I pre-ordered the 3rd book as soon as it became available.
Thank you so much, Regina. I hope you enjoy the story. Oh my gosh. Thank you so
Download
much.
and we have a massive my Kindle excited to read it. Yes, Lou. I'm gonna get it. Oh, that's
I
exciting.
hope you enjoy it. Thank
Hi,
you.
Violet Pages said that it sounds amazing. I need it. Hopefully you'll be able to publish it one day. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, Violet. Thank you.
Yes. And it's gonna be perfect. You've been working on it forever. It's gonna be it's someone's gonna love it and pick it up and it's gonna be amazing. I love added culture in books. I enjoy learning about them. Absolutely.
So do I, Sonia. And that's one of the things that I love about Esme Addison's mermaid stories. That it's just not only is it the aromatherapy type stuff that you get, but it's also the mermaid history. She's just brilliant.
I love that in books. And you know who I don't did you ever read the Hungarian Tea House series by
No,
Julia
no,
Buckley?
no. Let me write that down.
Their family has a Hungarian tea house, and the grandma reads tea leaves, but she talks about a lot of Hungarian folklore and like basically what would be urban legends, and she tells all these stories, kind of like it's fantastic. If you like that sort of thing, it's very, very good.
I love that.
Yeah. As far as do you do a lot of in-person events? Do you have stuff coming up? Do you plan on doing stuff next year, or do you do a lot of those?
I actually have a book signing on Sunday, September 24th it's in Avon, Ohio, outside of Cleveland. It's at the one moment.
Okay.
It's so embarrassing. I don't know where I'm going to be.
That's 4 days away, pish posh. You don't need to know until
Exactly. September, October, November.
that's right. It's all the same. Elemental P.
Exactly. It's at the Residence Inn on Just Imagine Drive in Avon, Ohio, which is outside of Cleveland, and it's from 1 to 5. Now I'll be signing my Brooklyn Monarchs books, but
Oh.
you could stop by just to say hello and keep me company so I don't feel so lonely.
There you go. Anybody close to Ohio. Some of the best cozy mysteries authors are in that area. Vivian Chan, Julianne Lindsay, Amanda Flower. Y'all are in Ohio.
Yes.
Your sisters, do you belong to Sisters in Crime? Your Sisters in Crime must be amazing.
Actually, I haven't gone to the local meetings, but I do belong to Sisters in Crime. But the funny thing is, Ohio has 3 annual statewide book events. There's the don't tell me, Ohioana Book Festival that's usually in April. And then there's the Buckeye Book Festival, which is the beginning of November, and the Books by the Banks, which is the middle of November. And they usually put the cozy mystery authors together. So it's like a reunion 3 times a year.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I love going to book festivals because I mean the cozy mystery, and I'm sure authors in general, I've just gotten to know more, cozy mystery authors through my channel. Like they're the most welcoming, like, friendly. They're like, sure, I'll do an interview. I'm like, oh my gosh, fantastic. That is amazing. So I mean, it's just been so much fun. And that area is a hotbed for cozy mystery authors.
Oh, we have so much fun. Annalie Huber, oh my gosh, she's just, and it's great because book events can be a bit nerve-wracking, especially for introverts. So when you know that there are going to be familiar faces there, it's much more comfortable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you have that coming up on the 24th. And then as far as your social medias, what do you like to converse on the most with like readers or whatnot?
Okay, I'm going to be really honest and admit that I've kind of fallen out of my social media schedule. I used to go on there several times a day, and now I'm lucky to go on it once a day. But I'm mostly on Facebook right now because Twitter is threatening to charge a subscription, and that's not in this woman's budget. So I have author Patricia Sargeant on Facebook, and then I'm especially chatty on Patricia Sargeant on Facebook, and I'm a member of the Cozy Mystery Crew on Facebook too. I love that group. Some of the most beautiful people.
That group, y'all, on Facebook is a group of how many authors? 8, 9, 12? 12. And so each like block, they have like a day where that particular author will go on and do several different posts and have conversations throughout the day. Cozy Mystery Crew is amazing. I mean, it's got some fantastic authors on there. Becky Clark is on there. Karina Moss is on there. I'm blanking right now, but they're all authors you will know and that you like. They're amazing.
Shari Randall, Shari Randall, Ellen Byron, Libby Klein, J.C. Kinney has just joined us. He's hilarious. What's wrong with him? He's hilarious. J.C. Easton, she's so sweet. Well, it's a husband-wife team.
Yep.
So sweet. Elizabeth Penny. Okay, so I should never have started this. Vicky Delaney.
Yeah. Now that when you see yourself, I'm like, oh yeah, because it's like I said, that is a group that you want to join on Facebook if you like cozy mysteries and you look at the groups at all, because there's so much interaction. It's fantastic.
And we really like to get to know people.
So check out the Reyes. Or no. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, did I just not say the right group? Because I know she's in one where she posts a lot and she talks with everybody a lot.
Yeah. She has a new book out. So, well, she does have a new book out, but I can't remember, Bomba something. And she's hilarious. She's hilarious.
She is. And her first 2, I can't wait for the third one because the Calypso one was fantastic. That was set at Halloween. It was so good. It was so good.
She's so brilliant. She's brilliant.
Okay, I just ordered Against the Current.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited for you.
And you have single-handedly paid my electric bill. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate you.
Lou, I'm so excited for you because it is so good. It is so good. She's talking about the cover that you just pulled down. I know. I saw it when I was looking at the books that you have. I was like, oh. He could also be the detective. I'm just saying, if they want to, somehow work a partner into Mr. Alba's, situation there. I'm just saying. Sonia said, Lou, me too. I just ordered it as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
And I'm so excited for the December 26th Coconut Drop Dead. Coconut, right? Coconut Drop Dead.
Yes, I cannot wait. Yeah.
And I do a cozy mystery holiday live each year, somewhat at the beginning of December, because once we get into mid-December and I feel like things just get crazy.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah. So, but what I have people do is authors come on. Last year I did 2 different times, 2 different days, and have about 6 each. And the authors talk about what holidays their main characters celebrate, how they celebrate their traditions. Because I feel like that's a great way to talk about when we have people of different cultures, how and what they celebrate and their traditions, because it's fun to learn about how it's different, their favorite recipes for the holiday, just what their day would look like what's a day, and you know what I mean? And I would love for you to come on this year. And if you want to talk about Sister Lou and all that, but I want to know how Lindsay and her family, what they celebrate, how they celebrate, what they eat. If you want to, send us a few recipes along the way. But I would love for you to do that because I love the Spice Isle Bakery so much.
I would be so honored. Thank you so much. I'm gonna just tag it for December 1st here because my memory is September, October, November.
See, you get it. That's exactly right. September, October. So when I have a date, I'll start reaching out to people because, like I said, it will be at the beginning of December, no matter what. Just because, like I said, things get too crazy. But yeah, and there might be a Christmas game along the way. You never know. But I just think it's fun too, especially if people celebrate different than what we do, because it's always so fun to hear about how people bring in the holidays or celebrate the holidays. It is called Cozy Mystery Crew.
Yes. And there's 12 of us, and we love to chat.
They do.
Oh,
both books in Peach Coast Library are on the Kindle sale right now.
Get out of town.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. I'm so excited about trying those now. Thank you so much for coming on. I've loved this. I feel like that we got a little crazy because you and me are a lot alike. I feel like we've I don't know if you're like, oh my God, I'm just saying.
No, Tiffany, that is so hilarious because I was thinking that I could talk to you for days without stopping.
I mean, I'm serious. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's
hilarious, and you're so kind. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this was such a fun time, and I can't wait to try out those others. And I know everybody is going to really enjoy the Spice Isle and the other ones and I can't wait to get my hands on Sister Lou now. I'm so excited. Especially that is a great mixture. Murder, She Wrote meets Father Brown. I'm excited.
I loved writing those books. I loved it. Yeah, and if you read Mayhem and Mass, you'll see how the reporter just
put her in the middle of it.
Oh no. I was get back to work. What? 50,000 words.
What are you doing? I don't have time for this.
Did you not see the outline? I know I gave you a copy.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for chatting with us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for coming. Yes.
Yeah. You are delightful.
Much too.
Oh my gosh, Tiffany, you and your community are a gift. So thank you.
Thank you. And I will definitely email you about the holiday event. I'm so excited. And if you want to marinate on coming back on like sometime after December when the third books come out, just to talk about the new book, think about that, because I would love that. Because I'm telling you that I love this series so much. I would love to shout it out again.
It would be my honor. It really would. This opportunity is just, I feel like somebody gave me a massage.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I feel really hilarious.
Oh, I love it.
Tremendous.
That just made my day. Thank you. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Make sure you go and find her on Facebook and the Cozy Mystery Crew and get those books in the series. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get the Peach Coast and the Sister Lou. I finished my new series I need to start, and now I feel like September, October is kind of like a free for all, and I can just, go for it. So now I know what I'm going to be reading. This was delightful. Yes.
Sonia, you are delightful. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you,
Violet. Oh,
thank you so much, all of you.
Yes, thank you, Lou.
Really is.
Thank you so much.
Big heart. Thank you.
I love your profile pic, Kelly. Yes. They're the cozies are adorable, and the romance ones. Watch earlier and you'll know what we're talking. I mean, All right. Well, Patricia, thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great night. Happy hump day. We're halfway through the week. We're almost there.
Yeah,
bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Bye.